Hey Mike, this is Jariah. I wanted to come back. Tim did a fantastic job, of course, of whether you wanted to see it or not, of explaining some of this discovery that he had done in trying to get your boat back restored as good as possible, or even better, actually. But I wanted to revisit, just from a learning standpoint, a visual standpoint, what the rot actually looked like as someone goes in and does repairs that are not done correctly or with some forethought as to what can happen. I thought it might be interesting. This is a great opportunity for not just you, but for other folks to see what can happen as well, especially when we have a few different repairs that were done not necessarily the best manner possible. So anyhow, the first thing here, and Tim is still here to help me pull some of this apart, but just to sort of bring this back apart, as we discover rot in here with the pick here, that is just unbelievably wet and soft. It's not just here where you do this. I mean, this is just powdery. You can see it just coming out. It's just incredibly soft that he was able to find there. But then as you move back and take a look, as we expose this and pull this piece out, okay, so that maybe is some kind of rot that may have been seen before. But then you get in here, somebody figured out what epoxy was, apparently, and some caulk almost, it looks like, and really gave an option. You can see as we pull this, well, let's remove this for just a second. But as you see down in here, this was just a ball of epoxy that was put in here and sanded down. And you get in here, and this could not be softer and more fibrous. I mean, this is really interesting. We'll get back to that in a second. I wanted to put this piece back to look at some of these repairs that were done and possibly contributed to some of the issues going on. When you look at this rot that's coming in here, this was a nice little item that was replaced here. Just this nice little item here, and then you come back here. And you can just see how some of this stuff, it might not translate or read on film. That you can hear a little bit pull apart. But when you take this off and remove it, then you can see where that really allowed for some ingress. You may be able to see some of the discoloration here on what is still nice and wet. And I'm pulling this apart with my fingers and not so much the pick anymore. So if we can take this off, Tim, real quick, and just sort of pull that out a little bit, you can see where this ball of epoxy was just shot down in here and in here, and then you can see where the repair was. It's just sort of a cupping coming out here, and just gave a perfect opportunity for water to get in there and rot and destroy. So I just wanted to give a quick little addendum, if you will, to what was one thing led to another, and I thought it was a great learning opportunity. So, thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, and talk to you soon.